everyone. This is episode 8 of my vlog. Where on earth has the time gone? I'm massively slacking. I just looked, and the last time I posted was on the 12th of December. It's now the 30th. So as you can tell, I've been really busy. I think since all of this kind of started, so back in October, um, this has been the most normal 2 weeks I've had. And it's been amazing. It's been really hectic, really tiring, um, but just really nice. It seemed this time like I just had a really bad first week, and then these past 2 weeks have been really nice. And I haven't actually felt that bad. Like I say, just really tired. And it was really nice just doing normal things. So whether that was going out for lunch with my friends, um, just going and doing things and celebrating things and just everything like that I would have completely taken for granted before, I'm now appreciating much more. Um, it was my birthday about a week ago. I turned 32. Oh, um, so that was kind of a big thing for me, and obviously not where I thought I was going to be at the age of 32, but I think it sounds better than 31. So that was such a nice day. I got so many presents. Everyone spoiled me far too much. Nick, my husband, keeps teasing me that we're going to turn one of our spare rooms into a gift shop because I'm getting so many presents, which doesn't make me feel guilty at all. So yeah, so it's just a really, really nice day. I went out for afternoon tea. I got on the tube for like the first time in about 2 months, I think. Um, and then I had dinner at my friend's house, and which is almost exactly um, what we'd normally do, other than the fact that for the previous I think it was 4 years, I used to dress up as an elf in my old job. So ironically, this was the first year of not doing that, and things took a slight turn. But still, it was really fun, and I was really worried about it in the build up. I was quite depressed about it actually, and people were asking what I was going to be doing, and I was like, oh, I'm not celebrating, and I was being very childish. So I'm really glad that people didn't listen to me, and that we still did things. And then we went down to my hometown, Brighton, for Christmas, and Nick had planned a surprise for me. So he told me that we were doing something, and it turns out that he'd got all of my friends um, in a pub near my house as a surprise, which was so, so nice. Obviously, default reaction, I cried because that's what happens now. But it was amazing. So there were some people there that like I'd seen quite often because they're up in London. But there were some people that I hadn't seen for months, and it was so nice and just lovely having everyone there. But at the same time, completely bizarre because I was the first one to leave, which never happens. I just got so tired, it was crazy. But still, really nice to have everyone there. And like I say, yeah, we spent Christmas in Brighton. So my brother and sisters and partners and my mum, which was lovely. It was really nice. And I think it made me. I found all of it. I found the whole thing actually, the surprise and Christmas, um, really overwhelming. I hadn't realised how much how much time I'd been spending by myself. So obviously I've been working from home, and then I'll see Nick, and then maybe a few times a week I'll see Laws. But other than that, generally I spend most of my time by myself, and I almost felt like in Anchorman, when oh my god, I can't remember his name. I want to say Brick, when he's like loud noises. That's what I felt like. It felt like my ears were hurting. I found voices really loud. Lots was going on. I found it hard to concentrate, and it's so different to what I'd normally, because I'd normally be one of those people that's being really loud. So I guess it's just something that I have to get used to. And then, yeah, got back to London after Christmas, had my oncology appointment, and came back to some really good news. So, just over a week ago, I had an ultrasound and MRI to see how things are progressing, and the lump's shrinking. Yay! Victory cheer. I'm so happy. So, to start off with, the lump in my breast was 26 by 21 millimeters. That's now shrunk to 16 by 16 millimeters. And then the one in my lymph node has gone down to 5 millimeters, but no one's actually sure what it was before. But either way, I'm thinking that's good because they know it's shrinking. So it was just the best news to hear because it makes everything feel worthwhile. And I know it's supposed to be doing something, but to see that it actually is makes it really exciting. So I was really happy. It took me everything not to squeal in the oncologist's office, but I think she already thinks I'm a bit strange, so it's probably a bit too far. And then I'm literally filming this before I go to chemo number 4, which means after that I'm halfway through. So that's another thing that I'm very excited about. So I'll be doing that, and then the next thing to happen, so possibly next week, I should be getting the results back of my genetics testing in regards to whether or not I have the BRCA gene. So I'm hoping the good news continues and that I don't have it, but if I do, I'll cross that bridge, and I know that they've got things in place. They'll basically be they're changing the chemo drugs anyway for my second set of 4, but they'll add in an additional drug if I'm carrying the BRCA gene. So we shall see. But it was a bit of a whistle stop tour. I always find it is when I'm quite happy, but also because I don't want to be late for chemo. Um, who'd have thought I'd actually be looking forward to it? But I am, because it's another step in the right direction. So on that note, Happy New Year, because New Year's Eve is tomorrow, a very different New Year's Eve to one I'd normally be experiencing, but that's fine, it will just make next year's even better. So Happy New Year, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.